In this video, we cross the border into Mexico. Daniela has a tooth extracted, and our autopilot fails 80 miles offshore.
So a girl from Argentina
And a guy from the States.
met climbing in the Andes.
Such just was their fate.
Now a Colorado family
Soon an idea grew.
to start a new adventure.
Where the kids are known as crew.
Here are their lessons.
Learn along the way.
On board their trusty sailboat.
Her name is Easy Day.
Alright, so this is our first sunrise in Mexico. A couple hours ago, we crossed over to the border, leaving San Diego around 3:30 in the morning. Now we're off the coast of Tijuana, making our way south down to Ensenada. The wind's right on our nose at about 5 knots, so we're not really sailing, we're just motoring along. But we're here with our buddy boat, Davka, who's there right up ahead of us. And let's see, the boys are keeping me company on watch. I got up early this morning and Teddy fell back asleep. But Gunner's up here keeping me company. So awesome first sunrise in Mexico. Good day.
To announce our arrival to Mexican customs, we flew the Q flag on the starboard spreader, and as we approached Ensenada, we prepped and put out our spinnaker for the first time.
After a successful first try, we also tested the new pole we had fabricated in Ventura. Also a success.
Soon, we were moored at the Bahia boatyard near downtown, which provides restrooms and showers in the facility. Ensenada is a charming port town with music, art, great food, and extensive boat repair services. It is also a port of entry for clearing Mexican customs upon arrival.
One key step in the check-in process is procuring a temporary import permit which authorizes your vessel's presence in the country. This is where we ran into our first challenge. Alright, figured this was a good opportunity to make a good video. Boys are just having some ice cream, so we can't go in this office. But what we're up against right now is our hull number on our U.S. Coast Guard documentation. Has the make and model of our boat and then the actual hull number of the production run. And the format that it's in, it's not compatible with the Bankercito's computer system. And so we're trying to figure out how to work around that, because right now we can't get clearance for the vessel into Mexico until we figure this out. So we are sitting on the steps outside of our tip agent's office, which is right up the stairs. Daniela's inside there trying to get it figured out, and she thinks that she might be able to help us with that, find a solution, so that basically the entity that certifies vessels and vehicles coming into Mexico will be happy, and hopefully we'll be happy too. So that's what we're up against right now. So good news, Daniela just sent me an email that I have in front of me here that includes our temporary importation permit for Easy Day. So the agent was able to help us out and was able to trim down the input in the system for the whole number and was able to get the tip approved. It did cost us $300 to go through a separate agent, but we do now have a tip that is good for 10 years of cruising in Mexico. So that's a good news story.
Then the second challenge presented itself. Well, I'm in Ensenada and I am heading to the dentist. Wasn't planning to do that here, but I have a tooth that has been giving me problems for the last month, and so I went through like 2 rounds of antibiotics and didn't work. So just seeing how it goes here, if I can get an x-ray. So I'll let you guys know how it goes. I'm about to get my tooth pulled out. Not happy about this, but I guess it's gonna solve things. So I'll let you guys know how it goes. Well, they just put the anesthesia in. It's coming out soon.
Despite Daniela's tooth woes, she still found the motivation to rock her dockside workout routine with a 3-pound can of Costco coffee. If you're into tacos, we highly recommend a walk over to El Regreso. They are amazing.
Once all the errands were complete, we found our weather window to continue working south.
And at a pretty nice downwind sail, with the exception of the beginning of it. So let me just show you kind of what we're up against the next couple days. Again, today is Thursday and we're going to leave this afternoon, and so this is what this sail will most likely look like if we were to leave this afternoon and sail down to near Magdalena Bay. So we got anything between like 18 knots of wind, and it stays very consistent. This is through Saturday, and then now into Sunday, early morning Sunday, and then we're looking at an arrival like right around lunchtime on Sunday. So that would be leaving Thursday 1600 and then arriving Sunday around lunchtime. So looks like an awesome sail. I'm really excited about it, I'll tell you that much. Alright, here we are, 3 hours into our 4-day or so voyage. Things are looking good. The boys and Daniela are fast asleep. I think their stomachs were a little bit queasy getting started because the swell wasn't super small. I think it was around like 8 or 9 feet. So here we are, making reasonable progress, only doing about 4 knots. But it's better than burning diesel, so, and we don't have any big systems in the forecast, so tomorrow the wind should be tip top. We should be cruising along quite a bit quicker, and the waves should actually be smaller, so it should be a little bit more comfortable as well.
Well, I just started, it's 12:15 a.m. and I just started my watch. I split into 3 hours because we've tried longer breaks, but it gets too long, so I'm going to be on watch from like midnight to 3 a.m. I'm doing better. The waves are more calm. It's super pretty outside. You can see all the dolphins and bioluminescence. I'm feeling better. I got sick when we left, and I'm doing better now. So not much activity. Dovkai is like half a mile away, so I'm watching that, and yeah, hope everything goes well. We're motoring right now, so that's a lot simpler. Well, it is around
5:15 a.m. I am on watch again. The wind has been pretty consistent between 20 and 22 knots. We have the general rolled up and the mainsail reefed, and it's not really much going on,
But little did we know, our third challenge was right around the corner.
So about an hour ago, we had an autopilot alarm. Autopilot turned off. It's kind of scary because we didn't want to jive in the dark because it was still dark. The sun just came up. Initial troubleshooting is I'm guessing that I have some messed up seals in my hydraulic, the hydraulic arm. I do have a rebuild kit on board, but I can't rebuild it in 20 knots of wind. So we're heading into either Isla Cedros or Turtle Bay so that we can get some still water and I can troubleshoot and figure out how to fix the autopilot further. So we got about, 12 hours of hand steering ahead of us, maybe more. So that's how this morning started. All before coffee.
After 15 hours of hand steering, we sail into Bahia Tortugas, tired and relieved.
In the bay's protected waters, we could focus on fixing the problem.
After a day of troubleshooting electrical components with no clear diagnosis, we finally found the issue. The bolt connecting the hydraulic ram drive to the steering quad had broken in two.
Alright, so we're headed ashore right now. Today as we're running errands and we're gonna see if we can't get a fix for this broken bolt that we have from this one right here. So we're meeting a guy who is going to provide us with some hydraulic oil in case I ever need to rebuild the autopilot hydraulic pump. And then also, you can see we got some jerry cans here. So we're running ashore. There's a Pemex station that we're gonna be able to fill up a little bit of diesel. So we can only do 10 gallons at a time. That's why we have our trusty hand cart here. So running errands today. Diesel, hydraulic oil, and we're gonna see if we can get a bolt fabricated so that we can fix the autopilot. While getting diesel from the Pemex station, the same kind gentleman named Chabello, who helped us with some extra hydraulic fluid, then furnished a 12mm bolt that could be machined to match the dimensions of the old steering connection. He then brought us to Gonzalo's fabrication shop, where the new bolt was made. We are very thankful for Chabello's help.
Now for the install and operational test.
This is the bolt that we had manufactured, and it's being held in place now with a lock nut and then some red Loctite. And I just got to put the swivel back on there, and this allows this to kind of spin loosely when it's bringing the quad back and forth, the steering quad back and forth. And then I'm about to put a pin in here so that it doesn't come off. It can't pop off the top. But this is the piece that we had to put on a lathe and get turned down from 12mm down to about 9.8mm.
It's working!
Yeah, doing the op test right now on the autopilot. So far everything's looking good.
Now we're waiting for a good weather window to continue going south.
That's it for now.
Easy day, shipmates. Easy day.